We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
You know, Arizona's, I think they're trying to secede from the nation, but they're doing it in an off-kilter way. You can, carry firearms in the supermarket. If cats aren't, ringing up your shit properly, you can shoot them in the thigh until they put that discount in. And now Arizona has, did they pass it?
No, actually they didn't pass it, but they're trying to. Some Republican named Debbie Lesko is trying to pass something. Well, actually, no. It says yes. It says a Senate Judiciary Committee endorsed Republican Debbie Lesko's HB 2625 by a vote of 6-2, which would allow an employee to request proof that a woman using insurance to buy birth control was being prescribed the birth control for reasons other than not wanting to get pregnant. And let me just preface this. The title of this this article was called "Law Will Allow Employers to Fire Women for Using Whore Pills." Now, this is some serious shit. I'm dead ass. It's by somebody named Erin Gloria Ryan. It was put out on the internet on March 13th. And basically, it made me think that Arizona is so stuck in a time warp that maybe they still have the rule of thumb to where you can go home and beat fire out your hoe and shit with a stick and not get prosecuted for it because, why would you even call it whore pills? And then I guess if a woman feels that financially she's not able to sustain a child or something like that, whether she's in a relationship, committed a relationship or not, she's a whore. So imagine going up to the pharmacist, with a prescription and going, hello, I have this prescription for contraception. I'd like some birth control pills. And they go, well, do you want the regular generic ones or do you want the whore pills? I mean, straight up. So exactly. So if you don't, where does this end? First of all, this should have been shot down immediately. So this is still supposed to be America, and we want to, flaunt ourselves as being so progressive and so whatever. But to actually put out something like this in 2012 is appalling to me. And I just found this funny. It is insane, but it is hysterical. I'm pretty sure women out there might not find that way. And in all honesty, it's a serious issue, but come on, law will allow employers to fire women for using whore pills. And then how do you go about firing this person? What do you say? Seriously.
You're a whore. You're a filthy, stinking whore. We saw your pills and you got to get the fuck out of here.
But do you get an underling or a doppelganger to do it, or do you get a pimp named Slickback to come in there?
Well, you see, when you're backed by the law, you can do whatever the hell you want.
True.
So, thank you. So you don't have to, be nice about it. You don't have to wait for casual Fridays. You don't have to wait for anybody's birthday. In fact, you can get up, staff meeting, talk about how much paper you need, the quarterly sales, and oh yeah, Mary, you're a disgusting whore, and you have to get out of here right now. And the worst part is that in this society today, people will probably just stand around like, ooh, oh, too bad for Mary, Exactly.
So
Mary, and they won't even pat her on the back because they probably think they're gonna give her herpes or some shit like that. But we just allow this stuff. We allow it. We laugh because whore pills is just getting funny, but we shouldn't laugh. We should do something. But people don't get together and do anything in this country anymore. Yeah. They just sit around and aw, as we just heard.
Yeah.
And well, that's not us. And oh, that's terrible. But this is what it's a slippery slope, man. It's a slippery slope we're going down. And one day you're gonna wake up and there's gonna be some guy in some shiny black boots standing over your bed, watching you take a piss, watching you brush your teeth, and if you do something wrong, you're gonna get gum butted in the back of the skull and dragged off to some concentration camp, and no one's gonna do shit about it.
Get black vanned, the whole glad bag around your fucking head till you start choking, the whole nine, and you're just gonna be preaching to the choir when you try and stop it. And people make light of this stuff, we make joke of it and all the rest of this, but this is serious when anything like this can even go before Congress and not get shot down. Literally. Well, first of all, this Debbie woman should have been put out on a stroll. That's what she needs. She needs some old 1970s 125th Street shit, some dude to come out, slap fire at her, put her on the stroll, and then let's see if she understands the real definition of a word whore. Because a woman trying to protect herself from an unwanted pregnancy should not be considered a whore under any circumstances.
Well, of course not, but
unless she's actually a really whore.
But you know, seriously, what's wrong with a whore? I mean, whores have been saving this country.
Hey,
tell what was it? What country was that? The soccer players.
I think it was like South Africa. They were actually trying to get the soccer players
South Africa.
Yeah, they was actually trying to get no, I think it was the rugby team, and they wanted to get them women of ill repute to actually bed them down because they felt it would alleviate the stress during the World Cup.
Stress relief, people. You know, stress relief.
And I mean, there's certain things that you understand has been around for a long time that's always been seen as a marketable thing, like hotcakes. You know, I've never had one, but you know, they're always selling like hotcakes and hot ass. It's always selling, always a market for it, but it shouldn't be seen as something, to me, disgusting, especially if a person wants to do it under their own volition. You know, but
you think of Joel Rifkin and all of these mail carriers, and you know, if they just had, you know, they were able to go to, you know, drop off some mail and get into mass and then go on their way, you know, it wouldn't be a problem. You know, you get your mail faster that way, that's for sure. You give up some mass. You might get free cable. You might get a discount on your groceries. But no, you know, we talk about it like it's a horrible thing, and oh, you shouldn't do that. Relax, man. Everyone needs to just relax.
And Prince actually didn't he have a song called "Pussy Makes the World Go Round" or something like that?
Did he?
Pussy Control, wasn't it? Pussy Control. Pussy Control was a song from Prince, you know, and I'm pretty sure he knows a hell of a lot about it. You know, more than anybody in this room probably. Yeah, he's a celebrity, and it is true. I mean, it is absolutely true. But we just felt like starting out with that because if that's not an insane title for an article, I don't know what is. And I'm just now checking on Drudge Report, and right now on Drudge Report they have at Kill Zimmerman. So obviously this is something that's in the Twitter sphere right now. That's obviously trending. Kill Zimmerman.
What the hell is that?
Listen, I'll tell everybody just from right now, so you'll know as the show progresses. I'm woefully ignorant when it comes to current events and current affairs, because it's not because I don't think I'm oblivious to it. It's just that it's so negative most of the time that it just soaks me and steeps me in negative energy that I just can't take it. And I understand, 8, on your show, you had touched upon it because I was checking out your show, and you touched upon the fact that the old-fashioned ways of rioting and protesting is a thing of the past. It should be left in the past. Am I correct?
Well, I just think that at some point in time, we have to try something different.
Okay, now this is what I say. Now, this is going to be a very barbaric, radical departure. But the way I just found out about this, mind you, like 3 days ago. I told you I was in a fog. And from what I understand, you know, long story short, this guy shot a kid that looked kind of shady or whatever, and now everybody's protesting and so on and so forth. And the cat was never, the Zimmerman was never arrested. You know, I wish I knew more particulars about it. I didn't hear the 911 tape or anything like that. But I'm thinking, you know, if they had just arrested this cat Zimmerman first and then said, okay, boom, we don't have enough information, so we're going to release you on your own recognizance or something, I think maybe the backlash wouldn't have been so severe. But the fact that this dude never touched jail, and you know, you don't always want to put a racial component on something, but I mean, hey, if this were, in my opinion, a black, you know, a neighborhood watch guy, and let's say the kid was a white kid with a hood on and, you know, tattoos and having all sorts of ignorant shit on his Facebook page, like they're trying to besmirch this kid's character, I think that black dude would have been in jail. I think he would have been in jail first and foremost.
Well, I think if a black dude dropped a stick of gum on that street,
straight up,
he probably would have at least been in jail for a few hours.
And that's what I'm saying. At least I was making a joke on the way over here. I said, at least run him through jail, get him some takeout, whatever. Y'all could be in there playing spades for all I know, but just let the public think that he's going into jail. So, you know, if something were to happen to this cat, right? And I know Spike Lee had a snafu with, you know, printing the wrong person's address and all that, but if there's no repercussion for actions like this, and all people see is a bunch of black folks marching and crying for a little while and the kids protesting, the people that do things like this, that doesn't actually affect them. Now, if you're going to stop their money system or somehow, like really shut down their plant or shut them down via a bullet to the head,
And the thing is, real quick, just to chime in, the Black Panther movement, which I didn't even know was still moving, but the Black Panther movement just put a hit on this guy.
A word?
$10,000. Okay, we want to applaud that. The $10,000 hit, on Mr. Zimmerman.
Now see, and I know people are gonna be like, well, I know a lot of people are gonna be like, you dirty niggas, or whatever y'all want to say about us, but that's just you being a racist. I think this is not necessarily a cut and dry situation, and clearly, if you want to take it back to an eye for an eye, the whole society will go through a change that will be unhealthy at first, but there was something that I liked about the way the Old West, was run. Whereas, hey, you did something to me, I can go shoot you in the face. And since you know that you can be shot in the face for your actions, you might not do something to me in the first place. And as a precursor to things, just prevent all of this stuff from happening. So,
well, see, this is the misconception. See, people seem to believe, they want to believe that we're the higher species.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be acting in this manner. We're better than the animals. No, we're not. No, we're not. We just find more clever, more sophisticated, more secretive ways to shoot, kill, rape, fuck, steal, and just tear the shit out of each other. Now, you go on any corporation, they're stealing, the bailouts, the government, everyone's robbing, and, you lose your house. Detroit is a ghost town, and cats are getting $100 million and told to, head to JFK because their plane to Bermuda or Switzerland is waiting for them, so they can spend all that money they just got. They robbed you. They robbed us. No trouble, no problems. Now, if one of us, per se, was in, the airport with a 20-pound sledgehammer and took this guy's spine out at the L4, L5's base, okay, and this was all over the news, and we were tweeting about it, and we Facebooked, and everyone gave us a thumbs up, people might start thinking twice before, they send 100,000 people into the streets because they took all their homes and they can't afford to pay their mortgages. Like you said, survival of the fittest, thinning the herd. Like Ace said, we have to do something different.
Well, I just think that definitely that's going to be a underlying theme as far as an insanity check, because I know that I'm going to say it a lot. I think physical repercussions and ramifications should be at its stiffest for a lot of things that's done today, and I think we're too lenient and liberal in certain situations. And like he said, a sledgehammer to the back, I'm all for that. I'm like putting people in Macy's window, and putting honey on them and setting fire ants on them, all kind of shit, because something needs to be done to change this. But I mean, we segue from one thing to the other thing to go to the Zimmerman thing, and I just went on there on Drudge Report, and that's like literally the first thing that you see. Now, even if you weren't thinking about killing Zimmerman, as soon as you go on Drudge Report right now, you're going to see a picture of Zimmerman looking real sad with a bullseye. He basically looks like a bootleg college PE symbol for all those people that are Public Enemy fans. It looks ridiculous. Whatever. What else is?
Yes, sir.
How much time we got before we start?
A couple of minutes. We need to go to break in a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to say, I'm on air and I'm going to drink some Dr. Pepper. And the reason I'm going to drink some Dr. Pepper and show this at the label, because, we need endorsements, we need sponsors, we need all that kind of stuff. So, if you have some healthy stuff, some Dr. Pepper, whatever you want to sponsor us, we have the Facebook.
Actually, I'm wearing an extra large condom right now. So if anyone wants to call up and, get some sponsorship for that. I fill it out nicely.
But why extra large though?
Nicely.
Why extra large though?
Come on, bro.
That's right. Inflated ego, right? Yeah. All right.
Look at the shoulders, bro. Look at the shoulders.
So how do you stuff a condom before you stuff it on?
Huh?
Yeah, you heard what I said. I can understand how you can stuff your drawers, but how do you stuff the condom and then put your meats in it? How does that go?
I don't understand what you're talking
about.
Yeah,
whatever. Any case.
Narcissism, ladies and gentlemen.
Narcissism. Whatever.
All right, so we are going to take a quick break. If you want to send us any messages, we are at Facebook/InsanityCheck. You can also tweet us at InsanityCheck12. That's InsanityCheck, the number 1, and then the number 2. So we will be right back, and thanks for watching.
We wanna make it, baby.